Da 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 da. Oh, beautiful. Hey and welcome, I'm Hammeh and welcome to Storytime. Welcome to a bit of a pilot in my pilot week. Now this is probably going to be on Channel 2 Electric Boogaloo. We're going to be playing a game that I enjoy and discussing its story and things as we go. Part let's play, part lore and talking about a world. Now I'm jumping into, some might say, the middle of a game here. This is Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, but their first little piece of DLC expansion, Beast of Winter, has just released. So I want to be jumping through and discussing this and enjoying it. So you find my merry crew here in the port of one of the main cities in the game at this point in time. We are going to be going out to the south. We're going to be discovering what is happening. And what is the Beast of Winter? Well, this is a bit of DLC around one of the gods in the game. I'll give you a very quick summary of the world of Pillars of Eternity. There was obviously a first game. To get you caught up, this is the game in general. This DLC does not spoil the rest of the game's plot, or indeed the plot of Pillars of Eternity. But the Pillars of Eternity 2 is set 5 years after the events of the first game. Eothas, the god of light and rebirth, he was believed dead in the first game for various reasons. There are lots of gods who are active in the world of Pillars of Eternity. He awakened under our Watcher's stronghold. This is my Watcher. My Watcher is badly named. I did this on stream, and he's badly named Dave Shimada, the Ranger, along with his bear, Shimada, as well. Now, the Watcher is known for someone who can see and commune with the souls of the dead. In the world of Pillars of Eternity, there is something known as the Wheel. This concept of the Wheel is basically the path of death, reincarnation and birth. It's kind of this cycle that governs the souls of the small folk of Aora, the world that we're in. And the gods also get energy that they sustain themselves with in this process. So the Watcher is unique. Our Watcher can see souls and commune with the souls of the dead. Now, as Eothas, one of the gods, awoke, he was kind of violent. He took a bunch of souls. He then wandered off into the Deadfire Archipelago of islands. So we also, as a Watcher, kind of copped a bit of a blow here. We barely managed to cling on to life. We met another goddess called Berath. Berath does us a deal. We do a deal. She's also a goddess of death, and she says, right, I'll restore your soul if and only if you become my herald in the world and you take on the task of pursuing Eothas to the Deadfire Archipelago of islands, find out what he's planning. So therefore, we end up in this archipelago of very nice islands that I can show you. Can I get out? Can I get out? Give me the map. No, well, that's my boat. We'll come on to that in a bit. It's my wonderful ship called the Hamster. I wonder why it's called the Hamster. Oh, I wonder. Well, we'll get out into the archipelago and show you that in a second. He says, sending his entire crew of people to the wrong place. So let's get going. The best. Let's show not tell now. I've given you a little sort of setting. So this DLC, this is Neketaka. This is the big capital city of one of the factions in this game. I'm going to leave the city by sea. So this is a CRPG, combat RPG. It's got real time. It's real time but pausable, so you can pause it in the middle of combat to assign your actions. You can then press space to unpause and let combat flow. So if you've played something like Dragon Age, you'll be familiar with this kind of structure. Very excited for that. So as we go around the Deadfire Archipelago, we meet different factions. There's the Royal Deadfire Company, looking after the interests of the Rautai Empire. The Valian Trading Company, looking after the interests of the Valian Republics. The Huana, that's the capital that we're just in right now. And then also the Principi, who are kind of a pirate faction. I'm just going to be quiet for 15 seconds so you can appreciate the quality of the music and the sound and the sea shanties in this game. Now, the music in this, the voice work is exceptional. If you know Matthew Mercer, McCree in Overwatch, he is in this, as well as the crew of Critical Role, the Dungeons and Dragons actual play stream and podcast that he has DM'd for quite a long time now. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, if you're not, if you like storytelling, if you like fantasy stories, go check out Critical Role. It's fantastic. And indeed, the whole cast of Critical Role actually does voiceover in this game, and you can they've done a partnership where you can actually take the original Critical Role Season 1 characters and put them in your game as well. It's really awesome. So this is the beginning of the Beasts of Winter DLC. So now, Rimegond, I'm quickly going to explain the background to this. Rimegond is one of the gods, Rimegond, the Beast of Winter, the manifestation of collapse, death, famine, plague, or simple bad luck. He manifests as a massive auroch, a kind of bull creature, an albino one, encrusted with ice and snow, 30 feet tall, even taller, and there are tales of it going through Eora, where the Beast of Winter stirs, bitter winds and beastly howling follow the creature's every move. So there you go, that is Rimegond. We've seen him in the events of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. He oversees the destructive act of death itself. Berath, the one I mentioned before, the goddess I mentioned before, she determines he'll be reborn. Rimegond is more the executioner's axe, the death bit. Now, the small folk, non-gods in the world of Pillars of Eternity are called Kith. Rimegond shows Kith that all life ends in stillness. So Beast of Winter, we're doing something to do with Rimegond. And we're going to this curious message from Harbinger Watney, and we don't know who he is at this point. This missive, written in what looks like dried blood on a slice of tanned leather, came to you rolled and sealed with the mark of the Aurochs, the mark of Rimegond, as I've just said. The lettering, spiny and sharp, suggests the sender may have been shivering as they composed it. Most glorious watcher of Caer de Noir. Now, the good thing about Pillars, you can mice over things. So that was the Dear Woodin castle. That was our castle. That was our watcher's castle. I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honour. A community of like minds has congregated at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness the Dead Flow's rapid expansion. Soon I shall consume all, and Rimegond's domination and dominion over Dead or Eora be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence with admiration for your many accomplishments. Watney, High Harbinger of Dusk. Well, there we go. So as well as our fighting, Pillars of Eternity has, I'm just going to map you up and show you the Deadfire. This is a mini spoiler of different places and things in the Deadfire. I'm not telling you where the cities are, what goes on at each places, but this is kind of the Deadfire Archipelago. And there's maybe something in the northeast there. Now we're going down to Harbinger's Watch down here. We're going south. It's going to be a bit cooler. And Pillars of Eternity 2 has this real fun little combat system as well. So Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire is from Obsidian. They did first Pillars of Eternity. You recognise Obsidian from the original, a bunch of CRPGs and games. They worked on Knights of the Old Republic 2, I do believe. I'm not going to get that wrong. So let us get ourselves down to the icy terror of Harbinger's Watch. Oh no, ship combat. Okay, now this ship is bigger than me. So what I'm going to do is I can show you a little bit of ship combat. I could choose to sort of I'm just going to close the board, but what you can do is you can flip the size of your ship, you can fire. I just want to on second thoughts, I'm going to advance. I'm going to try and juke them, I think. Full speed ahead. So what I could do is try and get some shots in, try and hurt them and things like that. I'm sailing here at the moment straight towards them. I'll try get a few shots in. Okay, I'll try get a few shots in. Just to see if I can hurt them a bit. So I've turned my ship around here, and you can basically see you take turns to take actions. So I'm going to fire my port cannons. Now I've got different kinds of shots. I can do crew damage, I can sort of do sail damage. I'm actually just going to fire a bunch of chain shot at these guys. The reason for this is like, if I do damage to the crew, they're going to have to... Ooh, you can see how many... Oh, 5 guns! Right, yeah. That's a fight I'm not going to win. So I'm going to turn to port. You see, turn my ship around again. And then just going to charge straight on at him. I want to get myself to boarding range. So when I get close enough... I don't want to ram them, but I just want to board them. Because I'm straight ahead at them. I'll be quite a tough target. Ooh, okay, we're both... I'm charging on in. Not quite close enough yet. Ramming speed. Oh! There we go. 9 hull damage. Yeah, your 3 grappling hooks. Good. So I can show you the combat. This is what I'm excited for. Where's a bit of combatage? Righty. So Pillars of Eternity to combat. As I said, it's real time. It's real time combat, but with a pause function. So combat RPG style. You may, if you've played this kind of game, played it in a bunch of different places. I will quickly explain my crew to you. We have Eder, who is Matt Mercer, but he was with you in the original Pillars of Eternity game. I've spec'd him as my tank, my party tank. I press spacebar to pause. So we have Eder here. We have Dave Shimada, my ranger, with Shimada, his loyal bear, named after me and my Wazar's dog, Shep. We have Zoti, she's a priestess of Gorn. Gorn's another god who basically she shepherds souls, lost souls, into the wheel so that they have a chance at being reincarnated. She's also my healer. She can be various things. Aloth is my mage. He returns from the original Pillars of Eternity game. A damage dealer. We also have Takeu, who's a water shaper. He's also a ranged damage dealer and druid who can shapeshift. So I'm going to set myself up here. We're about to get boarded by a bunch of pirates. If I defeat these guys, I sink their ship and effectively take all of their loot. We also have other characters here on my ship. Some of them are companions that you can meet. So I'm not going to talk about them too much. All of these are people who you can meet during the game as well. So some of these are your crew, basically, and you meet other companions that can join you in your adventures. Righty, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to get my tanks in the front line. So I'm already going to give them a move action order. I'm going to get Dave Shimada, the lesser known. I sort of stream this and people decided to call him Dave Shimada, so Dave Shimada he is. He's a friend of the Hammeh show, very much so. My stream on twitch.tv/HammehOW, and indeed, maybe he'll turn up in more YouTube videos as the default name for heroes I make. So what I'm going to do with these heroes, you've got different levels of spell, sort of some of them are stronger. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to create a wall of force here between this wall of many colours, which will do damage and afflictions. Takeu also has a spell which creates an ice wall, which inflicts frost damage. So basically, if people are going to try and get on my boat, they're going to have to cross a big wall of stuff. A reasonable long-range casting plan. Jyoti has various buffs that she can do. One of them is a big sort of area dome that protects us. I could even make a wall of thorns with Jyoti. That'd be fun. There you go. Let's make 3 walls. So they've got to go through a wall of thorns, a wall of prismatic light, and a wall of ice, and take damage each time. Eder is I'm going to get him into position to tank these guys, and if anyone else comes forward, Shipmad is going to take that. As for Dave's going to get ready to shoot these guys. So I'm going to spacebar them on. I don't need no tutorial to do some damage to these guys as they come through. Okay, so I think we're feeling reasonably good there. Okay, time to have a little spacebar. We actually haven't had all of these. We haven't had all of my walls up yet, so I'm a little bit concerned by that. Taking a bit of damage. Okay, so far. I have basically a talent that means that Dave is so Shep is tanking some, but I really want Eder in here, and Dave should not be that close into the action, so I'm going to disengage so he can do a little bit of damage. Alright. Okay. So far, so reasonable. I think Jyoti might have to throw out a heal. She's not thrown out her... There you go, there's the Wall of Thorns. That Wall of Thorns is going up. I'm going to get Jyoti to cast a Dome, which kind of... this circle of protection gives us a nice bit of defense. So I'm getting some buffs in. As for Aloth, what should I get him to throw? An orb that bounces between enemies and gives them different status effects. That sounds fun. I'm all for fun spells. I love fun spells in my classes. Blast of Frost is probably going to... Oh dear, I'm going to create a big natural tentacle, a lashing vine, that's going to start beating these guys up. We have... My tank is in position. I think he's doing alright there. Oh, Eder... Why is Eder gone there? Eder should not be there. One of my NPCs is tanking on his behalf. How's Shepmada doing? My bear Shepmada, he's got a few abilities, including like a knockdown, which is awesome. So I'm going to try and see if I can get him to get involved a bit there. Alright! Oh, we're taking damage. I'm going to throw down a heal. Now Jyoti has an area heal as well. Has that actually even cast yet? There we go. I don't know why my computer is lagging a little bit. Pillars of Eternity doesn't normally do this, so if it looks a little bit lossy, that's not how this game normally plays for it. Just so you know. Okay, who's there and what are they doing? Oh, it's one of my companions. Okay. So we've got our big natural tentacle that's doing loads of damage. Excellent. I do have a rejuvenation spell as well that I think I can cast. Just yeah, a rapid regen effect on party members. There we go. Let's throw that. And I want Zotti to throw out some more spells as well. Okay. Consecrated ground. Just throw it down on the floor and regen enemies in that area. My heroes also do have abilities like that they can use to heal themselves. Fortitude-based abilities. I also have a big ability called Mercy for the Lost, which does like damage and heals everything in an area. That's a Watcher-specific ability, which I'm going to throw down. Because, without giving the story away, this is a relatively late phase in the game. You could do this DLC earlier in the game as well. So, as a result, I'm pretty high ability. Have I just... Oh, I've lost to Kehu. I guess I should resurrect him. I should have a res spell here. I think. Where is it? Let's res him. Let's get him up. There we go. He's up. Give me some heals. Where are my druid heals? A regen effect to nearby allies. Let's throw that down. A bit of Moerixioneth, as I call it. There's a nice little bubble I can throw on him there as well. Let's throw his own self-heal on him as well. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get rid of Captain Firgist. This is not the easiest pirate crew, I must say. So there's an AI that you can set. You can set commands so that your player characters do various your controlled characters when you're not controlling them do various things. Oh god. We should kill this Principe fighter first. We've got to the stage where I can just gank them. It handles melee really reasonably well and changes commands. Sometimes complicated spell casting it can have a few little wobbles with. There we go. We've beaten the enemy. We've got loads of loot that I can sell. Anything interesting here? We've got a little flare there that we can show to show that we've managed to conquer things. The Black Isle Bees logbook. I told the crew we were to call our crew privateers. Look at me dodging that YouTube algorithm, that YouTube not suitable swear word. Maybe, who knows. So all she wanted was a written log what showed our work. So here goes. Lots of different people who have been. They've logged everything. I love it. New fish in the sea. The Defiance. Well, the hamster now. Captain Dave Shimada. Not long for the Deadfire. The log cuts off prematurely. The rest of the pages are marred by powder burns. Well, that shows that we've won. I can pay my crew, but the morale's very good, so I'm just going to take everything. I could split my loot with them. So there you go. There's a little bit of the combat of Pillars of Eternity on a ship, and you have that kind of combat against bosses and things. Right. Let's get myself onwards to Harbinger's Watch to see who this mysterious person is and why they have called us and what they're up to. You can see in the top right there, by the way, that as you sail around, you need food, you need beverages, and these can affect buffs of your crew, as well as their morale, how they fight and similar. Right, Harbinger's Watch. Let's see what's going on here. So you can jump out of ships, as I said, and have a look around. Ooh, spoiler loading screen. We have Idea. We have one of our rangers. We have Pelagina, and we have our good mage friend there. All fighting against a mysterious dragon. I have not seen this on the loading screen before. I've tried to keep myself relatively spoiler-free when it comes to all different bits and bobs. There's like cool trailers, this and stuff. Okay, so indeed. Let's roll with the tanks up front, and then look at Dave Shimada there. Okay, let's press M. This is Harbinger's Watch. Here we go. A snowy town. A wet, heavy thud draws your attention to a figure standing atop the icy cliff. Light glints off of the cleaver he holds readied overhead. The blade arcs downward, evoking a fine red mist that hangs upon the frigid air. I love the writing in this game. The kith straightens as his gaze finds you, and he fixes you with a single pointed finger from a blood-stained hand. You.
It is you! Come at last!
It is me! How kind of you to notice. I'm a little sassy.
Traveler. A day of glory this turns out to be. First auspices of a visitation, then the arrival of the Dusk Speaker. Truly, I hear the call of winter.
You see now, in conversation options, if you've got certain skills, I'm not religious enough. I don't have anyone in my party who I think is religious enough. Maybe some of them are watcher only as well. I have so little idea what you're talking about that I don't know where to start. Did you just call me the Dusk Speaker?
You're hearing.
Alright. What's the call of winter?
No, the final chorus. The lure of nothing. The dusk of being.
Sounds culty to me.
Part in each of us that knows when the end is coming. That point after which struggle is meaningless, and what remains is only prelude to naught. Watney, our mentor, foretold your coming. He described you perfectly from toes to top.
Well, Watney, of course. I'm going to... 14. I don't have 14 streetwise. No. So Watney was the person who sent us the letter. Interesting. Watney is the one who sent me this letter. I don't suppose you can tell me about this iceberg.
Did you see the ships? We came on them. Back then, that was the extent of the ice. But now, it stretches to the horizon. It grows further each day.
So why is everything getting so cold? That doesn't strike you as a problem?
Of course not. Why would it?
Yeah, I think this little cult quite likes their ice. You're the one Watney is the one who sent me this letter.
Come in, Dusk Speaker, come in. Be sure to speak with our mentor Watney. He's down in the chapel in the middle of the settlement.
All right.
Cask the beer. The Dusk Speaker has arrived.
Well, yeah, Watney did seem quite a fan of me and my achievements in the little note he sent us. Oh, we've got an Aurochs there. Look, there he goes. That's Remagond. All right, let's go have a little look around town and see what's going on. Summon our crew. Oh, Dave Shimada, why do you always insist on going first? For fans of RPG-ness, like, I will just quickly show you through, like, these are our different heroes, which you can, of course, equip and improve their equipment. You can enchant their equipment. Just go through all of the RPG-type systems. We also have character sheets. You have reputations. You can get on with different people in different ways, which unlock different conversation options. My 17th level Priestess of Gorn, Harvester of Gorn. What would an RPG be without various skills and builds? And you can customize all kinds of things. Right down from your party formation. You've got different character builds as well. I can probably just show you. I will try not to spoilerino anything too much of the main plot. But let's go have a look at Dave, for example. What Dave's up to. There are, of course, talent sheets and various things that you can have a look at. Pick different, build in different ways as well. Oh, hello.
You have my attention.
What's going on here?
Beast is having 4 legs.
An Aurochs, yes, but with the torso of a man.
Exactly. Wait, what say? How can God have torso of man and body of orcs?
He is a
Good
god.
point.
He can be anything.
Fair enough.
No problem.
The matted fur of this Auroch shows a pattern of screaming faces. Yep, that's Remagond. Where landed your ship? We could use the firewood. I want my ship to get away from here. Please don't do that. I just want this to be over. Oh dear. Harbinger's dwelling. Okay, let's go and visit the Harbinger then, if they're in here.
You have my
Oh,
attention.
this looks nice and warm compared to the cold outside.
Dusk Speaker! Dusk Speaker! I'd like to speak if you've a moment.
Tonight the Ekevit shall flow like blood, pink and warm, I say. This cold is likely to take me before the beast does.
You are the Dusk Speaker, Nai?
I am. So people keep telling me.
That's all a bit much, isn't it? The end of the world rubbish.
No, so why are you here if you don't believe in it?
Well, we all could, actually. We could really use your aid. There's another group up top, on top of the ice, I mean. High above the watch. They attack anyone they see, us included. They make it very difficult to, well, to get to Rimmergand's temple, among other things.
Who are these other
Another
people?
group of Rimmergun's worshippers. We call them the Lost Pilgrims.
So everyone's worshipping Rimmergun, but we've got two factions here, eh?
They're from the land as well. They came here a few decades before we did, on much the same mission. When none returned, we thought them all dead. They're from the land as well. They can, well, only knows. They seem to think they're protecting something. Nivadir thinks they've all gone a bit mad out here all alone. Oh, finally, good news. The pilgrims keep camp in the ruins atop the ice wall. High Harbinger Watney can explain how to get up there. Was there
we've got
something else you wanted to know? Whatever needs doing. Odds and ends and such.
so much good voice work in
The
this.
community works together to survive. I hunt, I weave, I roast a delicious isai.
Why you? Well, yeah.
I'll have you know, I've nearly 60 winters behind me. More than you, I'd reckon. I've been here for a solid 10 winters already. Came looking for, well, something I've not found yet.
Oh dear.
Strictly, speaking in a religious sense.
Yeah, she's got a story. Whatever it is. The holiness herein. I'm going to take some. I'm going to eat that. If I can loot these things, I will loot these things. Ship morale +3, 7 all defenses. Wow, that's pretty good. Salt is always good,
That will do,
as
I
in for
say.
cooking. Harbinger's watch. Yeah, I'm purple cape and hats. Well, I always like having a nice little Valiant Trading Company hat. One needs some fancy headwear. Okay, onwards and outwards. Okay, so we've gone around in a circle. Good, always good. So we've got Harbinger's dwelling. I've come in one, come out the other. All right, so I guess I need to go up. Let's go and find this High Harbinger. See what his deal is. If you ever have an RPG playthrough with me, I talk to everyone. And that's what I mean by kind of story time. I just love discovering stories.
Go! Watney awaits.
Okay, Watney's in there. Well, yeah, stop trying to burn my ship. I would like to get away from here. In we go. Let's see what's going on this here island.
You must be our honored guest. Watney said to expect you. Not that he said I should expect so many. No matter. Room will be made. If there is anything you require, you need but ask. I will strive to deliver. Oh, and before I forget, a welcoming gift.
I need supplies.
What I have is yours.
Oh, okay, right. I don't know why the tutorial's starting to play again. I've got like food and stuff. Hammer and chisel, rope and grappling hook. Yeah, I'm going to grab... I think having a grappling hook is always a good idea. We're in a wintry place, so I'm going to grab some bits. I think, yeah, in this playthrough, I kind of... Oh, actually, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. I can also flog a bunch of stuff as well. Look at my stash, I've got so many things. Sort by mad value. Sort by wealth. Weapons. Ooh, that's fun. See, I don't want to just blindly sell everything, though, that's the thing. But... Well, I can sell a few bits I don't need. Maybe like one crossbow. Many daggers. I don't need 7 exceptional daggers. Oh, hang on. Inventory management! I'll take that, thank you very much. There you go. Always nice to have a little bit of cash flow.
Hello again.
I'd like to rent a room.
Are most
Last for one... Ooh, fireside bed. Worth 1 rest, 2 resolve, 1 freeze armor rating. I think that's good. I think having some additional... look at that toasty warmness. I think having some additional protection against freeze will be very, very good too. Alright,
Hello
so...
again. Of course. Aren't you?
I'm here because Watney invited me.
No summoning spell, no binding rite. Your coming was of your own accord. Death walks in hand with life in the white that wends. The priests of the wheel would have you believe they follow one after the other. It is not so. I found a rift once, at the bottom of the world, and in it a camp, a clan's worth of Glamfellan, huddled and
Interesting.
still. Their stories, their blood, their ambitions, none persevere. I chase not the end, but accept its inevitability. It is a thing to be celebrated.
Yeah, this
The
is definitely
ending
some
of
end
an
of days
epic
type cult.
finally sung. Vatnir understands that, so I follow his lead.
A single incident hardly speaks to a fundamental truth.
You are correct. Every incident speaks to fundamental truth. Come, come, shake off the snow, warm yourself at the harp.
Next
See,
time,
people are pretty cheery about this end of the world. Oh, hello.
Shall make it so.
Secrets. Permafrost shard, 1 per rest. What does this do? 2 greater ice blights. Hey, cool, nice. So I can just summon some ice blights with that stone. That is fun.
Yes, Captain.
Things to help me do damage and attack. Oh, hello. If you like looting,
Naturally.
boy, you can do some crafting and inventory management in this game. Okay. Old habits die hard. So that in case you're wondering why I'm mousing over everything, it's because I want to loot this place for all it's worth. Hello, barrel. Salts. Yeah, stuff to feed my crew with as well. You can also... Oh, hello. Okay, we've got some preaching going on.
And why shouldn't we fear death? What offers death save erasure? A return to life cleansed of experience and understanding. Ignorant, set to suffer again. To repeat our mistakes endlessly.
Now, followers of Remagond basically see reincarnation, this process of death and reincarnation and life, they see it as kind of a punishment in the Pillars of Eternity world. So this is why Vatnir is talking the way he does. It's like, you know, if you just die, then you're not having to repeat your mistakes over again. Well, it's one way of looking at it.
But the beast would spare us this suffering, would offer us succor, mercy. But it seems our guest has arrived. Come, Dusk Speaker, join our circle.
Yeah, why am I the Dusk Speaker? This is what I want to know.
Look upon the Dusk Speaker, and be glad, brothers and sisters, for he heralds the end to your suffering.
I'm your Dusk Speaker and here to speak your Dusk. Good. I'm glad Dave is addressing. I serve one god, and it's not Remagond. People keep calling me that. I take it that's you all doing.
revealed only that which was revealed to me.
Now look here. If anyone's gonna be giving him pet names, it's me.
Dusk Speaker. It's not exactly a pet name.
I present to you the Watcher of Cad Nua, father of the Defiance Bay riots, in whose wake fell the Hollowbone curse upon the Deerwood.
I seem to recall ending the curse. What was that about riots?
Dethroned Lord Radric, rightful Thane of Gilded Vale, plunging that land into anarchy.
You mean there's alternatives to government by brawling? We don't get to see a lot of places that have their act together.
Hey, Matt Mercer. Hey, McCree. Can we go back to the riot
And
thing?
whose very stone and soil gave rise to the great green giant that even now strides across the Deadfire.
He destroyed my castle. Oh, for the love of... The gathered congregants whisper prayers, hands raised in thankful supplication to the Beast of Winter. They don't care.
Glad are they to see you, Watcher, for they came to pay homage to Rimmergand and
Here we
bear
go.
witness to the final dissolution of Eora by his hand.
Continue.
Your coming fulfills prophecy. Wheresoever strides the Dusk Speaker, so falls falsehood, torn away. So discards false cycles, so quiets dawn and dusk.
I'm not here to end the
Precisely
world.
My point. Whether or not you mean to cause chaos, chaos follows in your wake. You're chosen, whether or not you choose to be.
My ranger, by the way, is sitting with a hand on his hips in what is known as the sassy pose,
Now,
in case you're
if
wondering.
we may have the pleasure of your company, Dusk Speaker.
Oh.
The messenger returns! Go forth and bear witness to his message!
He's back. He's back.
Don't leave me behind!
He's here for me.
Did you see that? Last one out has to keep living. Oh, boy. What's the messenger?
What say?
The messenger awaits you. I shall follow close behind.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Oh, hello. This skull is tightly fixed. Examine it closely. A small lever. Attention to the... Ooh, a secret study, I say. Nice. Potion of major healing. Nice. I will take that. I will take some spices. Yeah. Oh. A stone idol. Just a stone idol. Fair enough.
I shall make it.
Beer has been spilled everywhere and a book of holy symbols has barely escaped the mess. Well, can I have the book of holy symbols? Oh, we've got an exceptional axe and club and iron skin cleansing purge. Nice. Iron skin will help us out as well. I'm never one to say no to some free potions. Okay, let's keep on going. That you can see Dave Shimada there has discovered something. That's my my perception come into play. Now, what oh what is this thing that's turned up? Oh, all right.
He returns. He returns.
Oh, ah!
Gross. Such grace, such majesty.
Oh,
Don't leave. Come back.
justice reigns from above. These people want to die. Oh, oh wow.
Gracious glory. Seems to me they don't want
No,
saving.
they don't want saving. Do you know what? I'm just gonna give me a second while I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna get my tanks at the front here. The dragon, or this rotting shell shaped like a dragon, turns a glowing eye upon you. You feel its gaze upon your soul, prying at your spirit. A low growl rumbles from its maw, though menacing. The snarl does not resolve into words. You're supposed to be... What are you doing to these people? The creature snorts, an unmistakably derisive sound accompanied by flickering purple light from its rotting nostrils, and lifts one of the dead harbingers to its mouth, and it bites the elf's arm off. In my experience, dragons usually love the sound of their own voice. The dragon shifts its weight, crushing snow and ice beneath its clawed feet as it turns on you. Oh. Oh boy. Alright. The messenger. 4 concentration. It's got pretty strong defences. An armour of 13. Frost immunity. It's also got a bit of immunity to fire. Beneficial effects. So it's got a few resistances as well. It can't be dexterity, resolve, might, or intellect. Well, this is pretty tough. Right, so this is a real proper fight. It's probably going to hurt. Let's see. So first thing, I'm going to get my tanks up front. Let's get Shimada into the fray. Let's get everyone up front who needs to be. And then I'm going to work on party order. What's Zoti casting? Okay, right. Has Zoti cast her spell? Because I want her to put a little... I wanted to put some protection on those guys. Right, so I want to... Probably can't knock it down. Like armor break and things would be kind of handy. Right. Okay, so I've now got a chance to cast. And what I would like to do is cast... I'm going to get Zoti in close, but not too close. Because I want her to cast the bubble, protecting my guys. There we go. Oh, we've got a Revenant in the backline here. That's not good. Let's try and peel him off as quickly as possible. There we go. Now I've got if I can kill the Revenants, I have a nice armor break ability. There we go. Our man has decided to shapeshift, which is cool. But what I really want him to do is he has an armor break, which yeah, significantly impacts the armor rating of the target. That's what I want to cast. Please, can we armor break him? All right. So we've got Zoti now. She can heal. I would like to Deflection. There we go. An extra planar ally. That sounds good. Someone who's going to help us out. I want to start hewing away. Frightful bow that does corrosive damage and leaves them terrified. Bouncing is no good to me. I don't really want bouncing attacks. I want some single target DPS. Heavy amount of raw damage. That sounds good. A substantial phantom. Nice. I'm just going to create a bunch of creatures that are going to help me do some damage here. Okay. My druid can also summon some people as well, so that's what I'm going to do. Druids can also summon, I think, like a water elemental or something like that. Oh yeah, a watery double. Let's get a watery druid double as well. Who got lost? No, Shimada! Can I resurrect my bear? I don't think I have pet res, which is a problem. I know I do have pet res. Vengeful revival. Yep. The way that I've spec'd my ranger means that I kind of need to have him alive. Otherwise I struggle. Let's... oh, we've got revenants coming in. Okay. That's fine. I only have a certain amount of spell slots, so I'm going to reduce the messenger's armor, and then once the armor's down, we need to throw spells. We need to shift hits from hits to criticals. Let's open up. Let's open up. A precisely piercing burst, bypassing nearly all armor rating. Sounds good to me. Jyoti can do some damage, but it's kind of nice to have her. I like that. Let's throw some buffs around. I'm going to get a blight for some more damage. This dragon is going down okay so far. There we go.
Show me where to bite.
Calling the world's more. I can get some blights in play. I'm going to get a watery double as well. And I really want to just throw some hard damage out. Let's cast out a black bow. Oh no, Dave Shimada, quick! Jyoti has some heals. Gorn's Pledge. I don't know where Dave Shimada is, but he probably shouldn't be so close, I think. Oh, he's got like a death laser or something on him. I do have some rejuvenation spells as well that I can throw out. Ooh, where's my rejuvies? Just on party members. There we go. My Watcher has like, it's time to throw out Watcher spell, which does a huge bunch of healing. There we go. Alright, we're still in this fight. Gonna have to use some self-heals though. Pop a few self-heals in there. I need to get some more damage on this thing. It's not dying quite fast enough. Go on the messenger. No penetration. There we go, struggling a bit. I'm gonna pop a flame shield out. Calling the once more. Piercing to the target and knocking them prone. It's worth a go. A big area heal. Go on, Zotti. Go on, Jyoti. So you can see I'm having a little bit of struggle with some damage types. I'm not doing too much to this guy at all. Yeah, Edda's having trouble. You just got to try and control that thing. As long as you're tanking the hits. A relentless lightning storm. Yes! Come on. Rushed reading. Fires bullets at the cost of accuracy. Yep, please do. Heals. Restores Oh, hang on. Revives people? I don't want to revive. Yeah, I don't want to revive. We're good for that. What do I want? A warding seal. A long-lasting circle, rejuvenating ally health. I like that. Jyoti's got a lot of nice little heal spells. Let's get it going. Come on, Edda. Let's charge you up. Oh, have I just been terrified or something? That does not look good. I could do with like... I could just do with some damage, please. Heal. Heal. Oh, this horror is terrible. Is he just going to run away? Come on, heals. Dave Shimada's still terrified. I see, I don't think sleep or anything is going to work on this, which is why I'm fishing around my spell list. I think I just need to... Yeah, that's good.
What can I do you for?
Oh no! I'm so close. I've messed up this fight. Something chronic. Ooh. Yeah, regen. I mean, I've got a res on Jyoti. No, I don't anymore because I've used my spells. Let's reap an enemy in the name of Gorn. I'm going to try and throw out Watcher powers now. We're just chipping away bit by bit. Go on, an ocean burst. Give me a heal. Removes injuries. Okay, I can empower abilities, but I've nothing to empower. I forgot to use empower, this was silly. And now I'm just completely out of spells. No quarter. Trying to do a knockdown there. What do I actually have left? If I can empower this restoration, that could really help. I love the fact that Shimada's still alive through this. Go on, Shimada. Yeah, we've almost got the messenger down. Come on! Come on! What do you mean we had some good times? We're not done yet! Super defensive stance. Yeah, we got it.
Hey.
Well, that was easy. One blessing gained. Was it easy though? Was it?
What is happening? How could this happen? Where is Watney? Someone find Watney! What does it all mean?
There we go. So we have defeated the dragon. And for this episode of Storytime, Strike Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, Beast of Winter. That is it for now. What did you think of that? There is more to go. We've defeated the great dragon, but clearly there is more to come. And in the finest tradition, I'm going to do some looting. Grab some drugs, grab some robes. All of the good things that we need. Nice, 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 nice. A lot of dead cultists, though. They wanted to die, so they're going to be happy now by being killed by this dragon who I've just killed? I don't know. I don't know. So, what did you think of that? It's something a little bit different. It's a little bit of a playthrough, a little bit of a talk about lore, showing off a game a bit as well. What do you think of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire? Do you like RPGs? Do you like CRPGs, combat RPGs, turn-based, well not turn-based, but stuff with live pause like this? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of this video? This is part of my pilot week. I'm going to be throwing out more videos over the next week on this channel and on my main channel, my, of course, Overwatch lore channel and my gaming lore channel. So keep an eye out there too. I've linked that in the comments below. Do let me know what you thought of this video. Throw a like and subscribe subscribe if you're new. If you just found me, I do a bunch of Overwatch videos, lore and gaming lore, and I'm experimenting with different and more gaming lore as to what I'm going to do next. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Cheers for tuning in. Check out my other videos in these playlists here. Would you like to see more of this game, this DLC, me play more of this? Do let me know in the comments below. I've been Hammeh. Love to hear your thoughts, and have a wonderful time, watchers. Take it easy.